Right. So I'm sharing my screen with you all. Please let me know if you are able to see my screen. Everybody should be able to see my screen now. Okay, and please go on mute, everyone. If you have any question, you can definitely unmute and ask me. Okay. Okay, fine. Thanks a lot, everyone. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen. Now let me see till where we have completed. We are in the organization structure. Okay. So we are in the organization structure. In organization structure, till where we saw till we discussed the TRs till account groups we have discussed, and fiscal year variant also we discussed. Okay. Now last session I told you that I will be taking the basics of financial accounting. Okay. So today we shall discuss the basics of financial accounting. Basics of financial accounting. So before that, I have shared some notes with you all. This is related to fiscal year variant, and this is FI material. Okay, any of these two, either of these two you can use for practice. You can refer to while practicing. And this is about the financial accounting basics. Okay, and this is about the SAP client concept. Okay, last week I told you what a SAP client is. So more information on that, and also STMS transport. Radhika, you are not able to see the notes. Which notes you are not able to see? Can you please unmute and tell me which notes you are not able to see?
Which I can see the SAP FI material for practice and the financial accounting basics.
Can you go to the discussion board in the blog?
Yeah.
Go to the discussion board in the blog, please.
Sure.
Okay, there you will be able to see. Everybody will be able to see these notes in the discussion board. Whichever material that I'm providing to you, See, support teams provide material to you, which you can find in the materials, tab. In this, you will be able to see. And whatever notes that I'm providing, you will be able to see from the discussion board. Okay. So all this and also SAP client have shared some material, and also STMS transport. What do you mean by this STMS transport? I told you about the transport of a TR, okay, which is done by the functional consultant. We have seen transaction code SCC1 is for transporting of the TR from one system to another. That means from development system to either quality or production system, you will be using the transaction code SCC1. And STMS is a transaction code which is used for the same purpose. That means transportation of the TR, but by basis consultants. Okay, basis consultants will be using this STMS. So you need not actually know this, but just for information purpose, I'm giving this notes. Fine. And so you can just open up the financial accounting basics. Okay, so I'm opening the financial accounting basics. So either of these two you can refer to, or whichever you want you can refer. Both are having the same content only. Okay, fine. So now let me just see the very first one now. So basics of financial accounting. So what are we discussing in this? So we are discussing the rules, okay, while making a posting. What are the rules that we follow? That is what we are primarily discussing here, okay? Because you need to understand, whenever you see some accounting entry or a FI document, you need to understand what it is about, okay? So that we are going to discuss now. Now in SAP, not just in SAP, normal books of accounts, if you see, there are account heads. Okay, so 4 types of account heads. In a broad classification, you have 2 types. Broad classification. So balance sheet and profit and loss. These 2 are the account heads that you have. These 2 are the account heads that you have. This is not with respect to SAP. Okay, not with respect to just SAP. Okay, normally. Okay, normally we are discussing in normal books of accounts. This is how it is. Of course, the same we follow in SAP also. Okay, so account heads, broader classification, it is balance sheet and profit and loss. Under balance sheet, you have assets and liabilities. Under balance sheet, you have assets and liabilities. Under profit and loss, obviously, profit and loss you will be able to find. Okay, profit and loss means profit means what? It is an income, or it is a revenue, or it is sales. Any of these you can say. Loss means it is an expense. Okay, it is an expense to company. Now, let us discuss the very first one. Okay, so the under balance sheet, if you see, assets is the very first one. Now, what do you mean by assets? Assets means like, the property that you hold, okay, that your company hold is called the asset. Liabilities means like I am liable to make the payment. I got some loan, I took money. Okay, so that means I'm liable to pay. Okay, that is a liability. Profit means the profit that you make. Okay, after selling the finished goods, whatever profit that you are making is the income. Okay, now loss means it could be loss or even the expense also. See, expense is different from a loss, but expense is treated as a loss. Okay, now when it comes to the postings, you will be having three types of accounts. Those are personal accounts, real accounts, nominal accounts. Personal, real and nominal. So these are the three types of accounts that you see for making the postings. Personal account means what? It is related to some person. Personal account means it is related to some person. Person means what? Like it could be a person from whom I am buying. It could be a person from whom to whom I am selling. Okay, so that is called a personal account. Even an organization or a firm is treated as a person. Okay, so under personal accounts, what all comes into picture? A vendor, a customer, or any company. It need not be an individual every time. It could be a company also. Now, what is the rule for the posting here? The rule is credit the giver, debit the receiver. So here who is giving? The vendor is giving. The receiver means the debtor or the customer. Okay. Debtor means a customer only. Alright, now credit the person whosoever is giving to you. Giving what? Giving the raw material, okay, to you on credit basis. Credit basis means I'm not making payment now. I bought the material from him today, but I did not make the payment today. Okay, so based on some agreement or something, I will be making payment after so and so days of time. Okay, that is, buying on credit. That is called you are buying on credit basis. Okay, I have not made any kind of payment. That means I am buying on credit basis. So whosoever is giving to you on credit basis has to be credited. Whosoever giving to you on credit basis, that person has to be credited. Now next, debit the receiver. So receiver means here, why I am saying he is a receiver? Because he is getting the material from me without any making the payment, without making any payment. That means payment will be made at a later point of time, but not now. But still I am giving the material to him. So debit the person whosoever is receiving from you. So this is the rule. Credit the vendor, debit the customer. Of course, this has to be a credit transaction, not a cash sale. Okay, there is no cash involved, or there is no bank account involved here. No bank transaction either. Okay, purely a credit based transaction. Now this is the rule for the personal accounts. Now next is the real accounts. Real accounts means what? Real accounts consist of assets and liabilities. So just now we discussed, balance sheet. Under this, you have assets and liabilities. Of course, this is also correct. This is one kind of classification. This is based on the nature of the GL account, but this is for making the postings. Okay. So assets and liabilities you have under real accounts. Real accounts means both assets and liabilities together is a real account. Now, what is the rule for the real account? Actually, what are these assets and liabilities? Assets means the property that you own. So this can be movable, immovable, okay, that can be seen, that cannot be seen, any asset. So asset is a property. But for a company, how can you say that so and so object is an asset? If it is used in the process of manufacturing, it is called an asset. If it is used in the process of manufacturing, it is called an asset. Now liability means what? Okay, liability means the amount which my company is liable for making the payment. Okay, so my company received so and so material from so and so vendor. Okay, so that material, the value of that material is a liability. Okay, because I did not make the payment so far. So that will be a liability. Now in this, what is the rule? Debit the asset coming in. If asset is coming in means you are buying. You have to debit it. Credit the asset going out. That means if asset is going out means either you are selling or doing something, okay, where the asset is going out of your company, or even the asset becomes non-functional, then also you will be crediting the asset. So asset coming in, debit, asset going out, credit. Okay, now this is the rule. Now third rule is the nominal accounts. Nominal accounts means what? What are said to be nominal accounts? The P&L are nominal accounts. P&L means what? These. Profit and loss. Profit and loss. Okay, so now if you see, you will debit the loss or expense. Okay, always debit the loss or expense. Credit the income or revenue or gains or whatever it is. Okay, this is the rule. Got it, everyone? Okay, so for these three types of accounts, these are the rules. Now I'm going to give you a few examples here. I'm buying from my vendor some raw material. I'm buying from my vendor on credit basis. So how do I have to write the accounting entry? Can anybody tell me? I would want to buy some material. I bought some material from my vendor on credit basis. So what are the types of the accounts that coming into picture here?
It will
From
be
vendor I am buying, so obviously the personal account. I am buying from vendor. Vendor is a person, so personal account, obviously. Okay, so I am buying the material from him. So one more account called the expense GL account, which is the purchases. So let me write the accounting entry. Purchases account.
So GL is journal ledger.
Yes.
So,
Louder.
so GL is a journal ledger.
General ledger. GL means general ledger. I did not come to that topic yet.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Yeah, no worries.
Now this is said to be a journal entry. Journal entry. See, difference is there. I'm saying journal entry, not the general entry. Both are different. Okay, journal entry is different from general ledger. Now let me tell you the difference. I'll come to that later. So how to write the accounting entry when you're making the purchases from the vendor? The purchases account, which is a nominal account. Why it is said to be nominal account? Because purchases is an expense. Okay, expense or loss, it has to be debited. So that's the reason why. Debit should be the very first line item. So that's the reason why purchases account, DR means debit. How much amount? 1000. In which currency? This currency. Now on the credit side means what? On the, see, I bought this material. I purchased this material. But from whom? From so-and-so vendor. That vendor is a personal account. Okay, I'm getting on credit basis from the vendor. So he has to be credited. So vendor, on the credit side, I'm giving 2. 2 indicates it is a credit. Okay, DR indicates debit. Now, any credit amount should be balanced with the other line item. So this is balanced. So here it is positive sign, here it is negative sign. So both are balanced. Credit amounts will be having minus. Now, any accounting entry, if you see, a minimum of 2 line items should be there. Line item means what? This is one line item and this is another line item. Okay. Now, these 2 line items, if you add up, the balance should become 0. So, I have added 1000 to minus 1000. What has happened? 0. That means the balance, the entry is balanced here. The document is balanced now. Only the balanced ones get posted. Okay, got it everyone? How to understand the journal entry? Any questions here? No questions. Okay, fine then. Now,
Lavanya.
let me tell you some discrepancies in SAP also. So,
Lavanya,
yes, please.
Lavanya, this is Santosh.
Yeah, Santosh, please tell me.
So Lavanya, the entry of the journal entry that you have shown is actually the consolidated entry, isn't it? But there is also, if you just look at the vendor side, then he has got his products being reduced and his he's supposed to be getting a receivable from the company to whom he has supplied to. So is there what you have shown is a consolidated entry, isn't it? From purchaser as well as from the vendor side.
Of course, yes. Okay, so.
Okay. Now, where I am coming from is, so on the vendor side, if I had to draw a similar kind of account, then it would have been that his assets have reduced because he has basically sold some of his assets to the purchasing company. And his...
why assets is coming into picture here, Santosh? Whose assets?
So the vendor is the one who is supplying the commodity to the purchaser.
Okay, my vendor. See, I am buying material from my vendor. Okay, I have credited him. Okay, so why an asset is coming into picture? Whose asset?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Whose asset?
So it would be the asset of the purchaser, isn't it?
No, asset of? Yes, Santosh, tell me.
So the original asset actually was the product that was supplied by the vendor onto the purchaser, isn't it?
No, what is that asset? No, your concept is correct only. Tell me, what is that asset?
It is the commodity that has been.
Very good. Very good. Very good. You got it. Okay. But thing is that this is what we follow in normal books of accounts. Okay. This is what we follow in normal books of accounts. But in SAP, we follow the concept that you are telling. Okay. We follow the concept that is what I'm going to tell you. Just now I told there is some discrepancy in SAP. Okay. In normal books of accounts, this is what we follow. Okay. We debit the purchases account on the debit side. On the debit side, we write this purchases account, and on the credit side, this vendor account we will be writing. This was like conventionally done. Okay, conventionally we are doing this way, but in SAP we don't enter on to the purchase account. Okay, very rarely we do. In very few projects you will be able to see that purchases account is getting debited. In place of purchases, we rather use an asset account called the raw material inventory. Okay, this is what we follow in SAP. Okay, so you need to understand both how it was, how it is usually done and what is done in SAP. Okay, for that purpose, I'm telling you both. Okay, so this is how we follow in SAP, but not in each and every case. In most of the cases, this is what we follow. But in very few cases, you also find the purchases account as well. Okay, that is getting debited. Okay, so normally in SAP, this would be the posting when any material is bought from the vendor. Raw material account. Raw material account is what account? It is a real account. It is an asset account. Okay, it's a property. Any material that you hold, that your company holds, is a property, whether it is a raw material, finished goods, semi-finished goods, whatever it is. If it is some material, then it is called an asset. So, material inventory account is definitely an asset. Whenever asset is coming in, it has to be debited. So, we are debiting the asset account, the raw material inventory. On the credit side, vendor only. Got it, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let me show you one more example. Now, I am having an asset with me. Okay. So, today the asset value is some 10,000 USD. So, do you think the value of the asset that I am showing today, which is 10,000 USD, will be remaining the same? Okay, each and every year? Not at all. The asset has to be depreciated. The asset has to be depreciated. Depreciation means what? You are reducing the value of the asset. Why do you have to reduce the value of the asset? Because the asset performance will not be the same every time. Okay, this year it is good and next year it might not be the same like this year. So, the performance of the asset, okay, will be diminishing. Okay, that's the reason why we will be reducing the value of the asset. So that is called depreciation. So depreciation. So whenever we do any depreciation in normal books of accounts, we will be doing this way. Depreciation account. So depreciation account is what? It is a expense. So debit some amount, suppose 500 USD is a depreciation. Now on which asset am I depreciating? On some asset. So that asset has to be credited. Suppose one asset is there, one computer asset is there I am having, or some machinery asset. Okay. So computer account asset. So this is the asset. Computer is an asset. So the same amount. Okay, so this, why the asset has to be credited here? Now let us go back to the rules. credit the asset going out. That means if the asset value is diminishing, then you will have to credit it. So computer credited, depreciation account debited. Understood everyone? The posting? Got it everyone? This posting? Now in SAP, some discrepancy again. The discrepancy is depreciation account asset, fine, it is a expense account, it is debited. But the credit account is not the computer account, not the asset, but accumulated depreciation on the asset. Accumulated depreciation account has to be credited. Okay, so this is a liability account. The accumulated depreciation account is a liability account. Now, why it has to be credited, that liability account, how it got credited, let us see. So assets and liabilities are real accounts. Asset is coming in debit, which also means liability is going out. Opposite. Credit, the asset going out. Asset going out or liability coming in. So here, in this case, you are creating the liability. So that's the reason why liability is coming in. So credit it. So the accumulated depreciation GL account has to be credited here. Okay, got it everyone? Able to understand? Okay, so even if you are not able to understand, just practice, just by heart the rules, the posting rules. Okay, these are the posting rules for nominal accounts. These are the posting rules for real. These are ones for personal accounts. Okay, so very few I am showing you where there are discrepancies. Okay, so like in the material that I have provided to you for this financial accounting basics, there you can find few more. Okay, now I bought the material from no, not buying, I already bought from vendor. I sold material to some customer on credit basis. I sold to customer on credit basis. Can anybody tell me the accounting entry?
The debit comes and credit goes.
What is debited and what is credited? Okay, let me tell. Customer.
Lavanya, sorry to disturb you. Hello.
Louder please, I'm not able to hear properly.
Lavanya, Jaykumar here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I am.
Are you started right now or is?
No, I think it's been like 20 minutes.
Oh, because it's normal timing. It was 9:30, right?
No, in India time it is 9.
Oh.
In IST it is starting at 9. Tomorrow it is at 8.
8 o'clock. Okay. No problem. This is accounts part, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. Whatever the session, I thought it was 9:30. Sorry.
So the class tomorrow at 8?
Yeah. There was a
I'm
mail.
telling in IST only
Okay.
in IST.
Okay. Sorry.
So please join accordingly. Fine. All right. So I sold some material to customer on credit basis. So in that case, what will be the accounting entry? Now customer, I'm selling to customer. So whenever customer is receiving the goods on credit basis, he is said to be debited. So I'm debiting the customer. So I will be writing like this. So some 3,000 USD. Customer account debit. Why am I debiting the customer? Debit the receiver on credit basis. Okay, fine. I'm doing the same. Now I sold some material to customer. So that sold amount will be returned as a sales account. Sale. It is a sale, right? So sales account, because it is credit, give to here like this. Same amount you should be giving. Like this. So this is selling of the finished goods to customer on credit basis. Okay. Understood, everyone? Any questions here? Anything that you did not understand? All right. So now let us discuss few other concepts. Journal entry and general ledger. Even those concepts also you will be able to see here. One moment. Yeah, in this you will be able to see. Right from the beginning, everything is there. Okay, all the journal entries, everything is there. See, personal accounts nominal, the one which we discussed just now. Journal. Ledger. Ledger is nothing but the general ledger. Okay. Now, the process of recording a transaction in a journal is called journalizing the transactions. Okay. So this is how you will be writing a journal, which we wrote just now. Okay. This is a journal. Now, what do you mean by a journal? Conventionally, like, how we are following was, suppose I am having some business, okay, some small business. Whenever a transaction is done, suppose, whether it is a sale transaction or purchase transaction or whatever it is, whenever some transaction is done, I will be entering that transaction in some book. That is called a journal. That book name is called journal. Journalizing or entering the journal entry means what? I'm entering that transaction in the journal. How it is entered? Like this, it will be entered. Like this. Okay, if it is a raw material receipt, raw material inventory debit to vendor account. So like this. Okay. So you are entering the journal entries. That is called journalizing the transactions. You are entering in that journal book. Now, so what am I doing after going home? What am I doing? I will be taking the general ledger book, wherein each account related transactions I will be able to see together. All cash related transactions in one page. All bank related transactions in the next page. So that way you are classifying based on the type of the accounts. So this is called general ledger. Entering of a transaction in the general ledger is called posting. Entering of the transactions in the general ledger is called posting. Okay, so that means we used to maintain journal. And now after one moment, please just give me a moment. Extremely sorry. Okay, fine. So journal entry means we just saw now. Like, when I'm holding a business, when I'm having a business, any day-to-day transactions, I will be entering in the journal book, which is called journalizing of the transaction. Entering of the transaction in the journal book is called journalizing of the transactions. That is fine. So after going home, see, this is just like a, just like a rough book. Okay. All the transactions I'm roughly maintaining. But after going home, I would want to maintain a fair, notes about the transaction. So in that case, what am I doing? I will be taking one more book. So in that new book, what will I be doing? One page is for one account. The next page will be of a different account. Okay. So in the first page, first page will be some account I'll be taking. Suppose it is a cash account. All cash related transactions I will be entering in that page. Next page, I have a bank account. All bank related transactions I will be writing over there. Again, the next page, purchases account is there. All purchases I will be entering. So that way, depending upon the type of the account, I will be entering the transactions. That is called the general ledger. Now this general ledger, entering of the transactions in a general ledger is called posting. Okay, posting means that whenever a posting is done, it has to be affecting the general ledger. When it is not affecting the general ledger, it is not called the posting at all. Okay, so general ledger posting means what? It has to affect the general ledger. If it is not affecting the general ledger, then it is not called the posting at all. Okay, so this is the difference. Now, next concept is financial statements. Financial statements. Now, what do you mean by financial statements? Financial statements means the statements that you will be drawing monthly, annually, or every periodical. Monthly, you will be drawing the statement called profit and loss statement. Annually, balance sheet statement. And other cash flow statements will also be there. Cash flow statements will be there. And trial balance will be there. And what else? Manufacturing account. Okay. Manufacturing account will be done prior to P&L if it is a manufacturing company. Okay. If it is not a manufacturing company, then this is not done. Okay. Trial balance is done by all companies. Cash flow statement.
Lavanya, sorry to interrupt you.
Yes,
monthly bracket says P&L. Is there a profit and loss?
Yes, of course.
Okay, sorry.
P means and. Okay.
And okay, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. P and L means.
Yep, got it.
Profit and loss statement. Okay. Now, how to understand, how to prepare these profit and loss statements? Like, here we are showing you. See, this is how this will be the format of the the general ledger. All the purchases, all the cash related, all the purchases returns, all the sales. Okay, like this it will be. This is about the trial balance. Financial statements. Okay. So everything is, given here. So I'm giving just the overview. Okay. So let me just show you. All this you need not learn now. Okay. Marginal costing, that is not at all much important, but let me show you where I have all this. Yeah, here it is. Okay, balance sheet, P&L statement, here you can see. P&L means profit and loss account. Okay. So P&L means formats we will be using. Okay. T format means T, alphabet T. Format means on the debit side, that means on the left side, you will be entering all the expenses. And on the credit side, that means on the right hand side, you will be entering all the income. If that is not the format that you would want to use, this format also you can use. First enter all the revenue or income and then enter all the expenses. Okay. So here they are using the second format. So with the help of profit and loss statement, what is happening? You will be able to know the net profit. Now net profit means what? The difference between the income and also expenses is called the net profit. Okay, so net profit you will be able to understand from the P&L. Now, this is done every month end. Every month end you will be preparing this profit and loss. Now, next is the balance sheet. Balance sheet is prepared every year end, not month end, it is year end. Now, what will be the formats of the balance sheet? Two formats. T format, alphabet T format, just like the profit and loss. Otherwise, this format that you can see on the screen. T format means what? On the left hand side, all the debit of the balance sheets. Debit balance sheet means all the assets. Okay, sorry, all the liabilities. Okay, and credit on the left side. Extremely sorry for the balance sheet. Credit on the left side. Okay, T format for the balance sheet means credit on the left side. That means all the liabilities on the left side. On the right hand side, it is debit. Debit item means all the asset related ones, whether it is the material, the raw material, or the cash, or the bank balance that you have. Okay, all these are assets. On the right hand side, you will be writing all the assets. On the left hand side, on the liabilities. The right hand side assets should be equal to liabilities. So this is prepared every year end. So that way you can follow. Otherwise, this way also you can follow. Okay, so that's it. So if you remember these, you will be able to understand any accounting entry in SAP. That's it, not more than this you require when it comes to SAP accounting. So any questions still here? Anything that you did not understand?
So Lavanya,
louder please.
Yeah.
Louder please. Yeah. Yes, I can hear now. Yes.
Yeah. Lavanya, the document that you have given about the one that you were just showing, actually, the PDF document. Do we need to go through that whole document?
See, I'll
not
tell
this
you what.
one, the other one,
This
Lavanya.
accounting basics, how much you have to go through, let me tell you.
Yeah.
This is a very short one, which is having only 12 pages in it. Okay.
Yeah.
So go through the accounting basics, the balance sheet, double entry keeping, ledger accounts, trial balance also you can go through, profit and loss. Till here, only till here.
Okay.
Okay. No need to go through all this.
Okay.
Okay.
And
this is about this document. And the other one, so this is very long. So let me show you what all you need to go through. No need to go through all these at all. No need at all. Separate topic is there for journal entry. Separate topic is there for ledger. No need to go through all these. Yeah, from here, classification of the accounts. From here, you can go through this. This is, he is mentioning like, how we are writing a journal entry. Journal entries, you can see here. Okay.
Yeah.
And here, this one, rules of journal and ledger. That's it. Posting in a ledger. Till here. That's it. Don't go through subsidiary. That's it. Only till here.
Okay, Lavanya.
Lavanya, Jaykumar here.
Yeah, please tell me.
Are we uploaded this PDF in our material?
I did know. From there only I opened it.
Okay, because I just opened it. That's right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I will be giving you some assignment on this. Okay. I will be uploading that assignment document in the discussion board. So just give me a moment. I will be uploading. You will be able to see now. Just give me a moment. I'm uploading right away. So try to do this assignment. Just give me a moment. I'm uploading. So this assignment is about the accounting entries only. Okay. So, just by giving the scenario, what will be the accounting entry for that scenario? That is what I mentioned here. So try to do this assignment. I've uploaded in the discussion board. Here you can see it is in the discussion board. Okay. Now.
Lavana.
Yes, please tell me.
So do we have to complete the assignment and submit to you, or
see,
what?
that is your wish. Okay, if you are having time, if you are interested to do, please do it. I will be checking it. So
so how do you check it if we are done with the assignment?
You need to upload in the discussion board. Otherwise, how will I know?
Oh, okay. All right. Got it.
Okay. So nobody is forcing you. If you are having time, then try to do it.
Lavanya.
Please tell me.
So, do we, when we are submitting the assignment, do we name the file as something underscore our name, or?
You need not name, because whatever you are uploading, I will be able to see your name.
Okay.
Okay. So if you are if you want to make it easier, it is better to name the file with your own name.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And Lavanya, if we have any doubts actually in the assignment, how do we ask you, or?
See, if it is urgent, then you can call me. You can just take the help of support team. They will be putting me in conference with you.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can ask me on the discussion board. I will be replying to your query.
Okay.
If any error is coming while practicing, just upload with the error. Take the screenshot of the error and upload that error.
Okay.
Okay. So any questions still here, anyone?
Lavanya, you posted, right, the assignment, right?
Not getting you?
You posted the assignment, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the assignment, na? The double entry book, the account of the.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So Lavanya,
okay, please tell.
This assignment is nothing to do with doing it in the trial system or anything, isn't it? It is basically basic accounting actually. So
exactly. So if you are from a financial accounting background, you need not do.
Okay.
Sorry. So as I said, this session for basics is meant only for the participants who are from non-financial accounting background. Okay, so this assignment is for them. Okay, Got it, everyone? So that's it about the basics. So we are coming back to our organization structure. So last session, let me answer this first. I told I will be uploading about the shortened fiscal year. So you can see the same in the discussion board. Shortened fiscal year. And so this is done. Single entry with automatic offset posting. So somebody has asked me, Santosh has asked me in the last week. So Santosh, if you...
It was Jaykumar's question.
Oh,
but yeah, I also wanted to know about it. Yeah.
Okay. Of course, automatic posting is done in SAP. It could be an entire posting. That means all the debit entries and credit entries can be automatic, which we will be seeing in integration. In integration, what we will be able to see is, the entire document is automatic. That means even the debit and credit entries all are automatic.
Lavanya, you are saying those are uploading that Excel or CSV format file,
You
right?
need not upload for that. For that, you need not upload. Okay.
But,
in integration, how it is getting posted, I will be showing you how the automatic postings are made. I will be showing you anyways.
However, you are saying that there is no one side entry. Let me
tell you. I mean, I didn't finish it.
Okay.
So that is entire document. Okay, that is automatic posting of the entire document. So in some cases there could be 3 line items are there. Suppose 1 debit entry, 2 credit entries. Suppose, okay, are there in a document. In that case, I can have 1 debit entry, 1 credit entry manual, and the other credit entry as a automatic. So 1 line, okay, offset posting can be done, or the entire document automatic posting can also be done. So 1 line posting automatically done is that we will be seeing in cash discounts. Okay, we will be mainly seeing in cash discounts and tax calculations, tax postings. In tax and cash discounts, we will be mainly seeing that that single line automatic posting. Okay, but the document is not having single line; it is having multiple lines only. But this line item is one of them.
But we can use in our bank transaction, bank payment, and that bank receipt also. We can do the same thing, right?
See, I'll tell you what. One more thing. So anything is possible in SAP. Okay, just by selecting one GL account as a debit, another GL account as a credit, also you can do that way. But for that, you need to do customizations. Okay, so you need to create one Z table wherein in that table you need to define that the logic has to be defined, saying that if a particular GL account is being picked on the debit hand side, then on the credit hand side, then this has to be the GL account.
Now
That will be posted. So that customization you can do.
So Lavanya, you are saying that is only through the customization. There is no
only customization. From standard, it is not possible.
You are saying that there is no option in our transaction code. Suppose I am defining in a transaction code BP or BR or whatever, bank receipt or bank payment. There is no feature to select that one side credit or debit line item. That feature is not there in a transaction code level or transaction type level.
No, that is not possible.
Okay.
If you are doing any customizations, it is. Okay. But single line posting, that is possible. Single line automatic posting is possible. And the entire document automatic posting is also possible.
Is there any separate setup for that? At a transaction type level or something?
Yes. I will be showing you when we go to that.
Okay, no problem.
I will be showing you. Okay. Under TR, what all did I cover? Did I cover all the structure, types, statuses?
These are covered, I think.
Huh?
Yeah, these are
Covered, Lavanya.
Covered, right? How about the transport?
Yeah, you did.
Of the subtask, subchild TR.
Yeah, you covered it. Yeah.
I covered it, right? Okay, fine. That's it about the DR. So now let us go back to organization structure. So we have seen how to create the fiscal year variant or financial year variant. Both are the same. Fiscal year variant or financial year variant, both are the same. Now, once any object is created, what you will have to do? You will have to assign to your company code. Okay. So assignment means what? Assignment means you're telling SAP that, this is my object. That's it. Okay. That is for assignment. Now, once the fiscal year variant is created, it has to be assigned to the.
Can I ask you one quick question on the fiscal year variant, Lavanya?
Yes, please.
See, in the fiscal year variant, you did define that how many number of days are there in each month actually. When you were defining the periods, you were saying that, okay, January has 31 and February has 28 and then March has 31. Like that, you defined number of days actually. And then you also defined saying that whichever is the month 1, month 2, month 3, and then -1 you defined actually for the previous calendar year. Yeah.
Yes.
My question is, Lavanya, how do we take care of leap years in this case actually? So if you have defined 28
in place of 28 days, give 29.
So what you're saying is you have to define it per year, is it, Lavanya? Like we did it for 2020, so you will have to do it like that for every year, is it?
No, every year. So leap year is once in 4, right?
Now, where I'm coming from is we did it for 2020 fiscal year. So like that, we will have to define it for every fiscal year, is it, in the system?
Every leap year. For every leap year, you can define that way.
Okay. Not just leap year, every year we will have to define, isn't it, Lavanya? So
no. See, why every year? Next year is not the leap year at all.
Yeah.
So why do you have to have 29 number of days?
No, so how will the system? So currently we have in the system for if you go into the configuration for fiscal year, Lavanya, for our fiscal year, which is DOR 01, the company code. Yeah, DO, that is the one. Ours is DO, down,
Yeah, I remember.
So if you see our periods.
Oh, we made it calendar dependent last week, right? Okay,
Yeah,
so let me take, it is not a calendar year.
You can remove that, Lavanya, and then it will take you to the periods. If you remove the flag on D.
No, I don't want to disturb it, so let me just take.
Okay,
so in place of this, you need to give 29.
Yeah. So, but this must be for a particular fiscal year, isn't it? Or
no, this is not for a particular year. If you see this is year dependent is not there. Year dependent is not there means what? It is not for a particular year. It is common.
Okay. But then when you assign to your company code this fiscal year, you will be assigning one which is general for all the years and another one for leap years, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
So, after creating the fiscal year, you need to go to OB37. What is OB37? Assign fiscal year variant to company code. Assign fiscal year variant to company code. What is the transaction code? OB37. Go to position button. This is OB37. Here you can see any transaction code you can see here where I'm moving the cursor. What is your company code? This is my company code. Against my company code, what was the fiscal year variant that I have defined? Give that and say save. So system is throwing a pop-up. Give the TR name. Data is set. Fine, done.
But Lavanya?
Yeah, tell me.
So, see, you assigned one fiscal year variant to this company code, right? Now, this is the one which is having number of days as 28. So how will it work in 2020? Because so would I have to come and change this every leap year, this configuration?
Yes, you can do that. You can make it year dependent and you can do that. Okay, year dependent means only specific to that particular year. Only specific to that particular year. Now, not only in this case, even like, your company is running till now. And this year, company had to close. After 6 months of time, company had to close. So in that case, what am I doing? I'm going back to my fiscal year. I'm making it year dependent and I'm changing the number of periods. I will be changing the number of periods. So in that case, in place of 12, I will be giving 6. Okay, and those 6 will be defined in the periods folder and then I will be closing the books of accounts. Okay. Got it, everyone? Any questions, anyone?
Lavanya Jaykumar here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
See, normally this fiscal year, that nothing but accounting period, we have to define it every year after the new year processing, right? No?
See, it's dependent on your wish. Okay, normally it is not defined as a year-end activity. That you need not define as an year-end activity because it is not differing each and every year, right? Suppose if it is differing each and every year, then you can make it as a year dependent. Otherwise, not required. The same thing you are going to use each and every year, not required.
But this consider this case that a leap year kind of thing that
once in every 4 years, right?
Yeah, that time only we have to change it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So any questions still here, anyone?
Yeah, Lavana, I have a question.
Yes, please.
All right, so I think my internet got interrupted a little bit, so I got lost. But my question is, with this code that you have here, like the OBA7, OB29, and then, did you create them yourself, or is something that is there that we have to follow?
No, in OBA7, I did not create anything. The document types were already created. We made changes in it. That's it.
Oh, no, Lavanya, I think her question is whether these transaction codes you have created or SAP has provided.
No, it is a SAP system defined.
Predefined.
Yeah, it is a system defined only.
Yeah.
It's what?
System defined. Yes, tell me.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Tell me.
Yeah, so as the other guy said, is it SAP that generates all this code or we generate it ourselves?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If you remember that earlier in our earlier discussion, Lavanya said that she enabled in a right side of that particular menu, she enabled that one of that column where you can see that the transaction code of each and every the menus, wherein that we have to consider that or we have to use that last 4 digit of that particular column value. That is nothing but a transaction code. Am I right, Lavanya?
Yes, of course. See,
yeah.
Those are predefined in SAP. How do you know that, for so-and-so transaction code is there? Let me show you. SPRO, IMG.
Yeah, that I remember.
Suppose I'm in enterprise structure, suppose. Okay, so this is where I'm in. For these transactions, I would want to know the transaction codes. Additional
information. Yeah, right.
Display key, and maintenance object.
Correct.
So this is what I'm getting on the screen. The last 4 characters will form the transaction code.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, I think in the previous session, I've told this. One of the previous sessions.
So, Dorothy, every node can be accessed either through the way Lavanya accessed now or by directly entering the transaction code. So, you can choose to go in either way. So, if you remember the transaction code, you can directly go and put OB37 in the field and it will take you there. Or you can go through the node.
All right. Got it.
Okay. Now, so what did we do just now? We have assigned the fiscal year variant to company code. So how did we go there? This is how. Okay. So against my company code, we have assigned the fiscal year variant. Okay. Fiscal year variant is assigned to company code.
Lavanya, sorry to again ask one. Sorry about the constantly asking the same question. You assigned the fiscal year variant to the company code. So say I have defined that in 2019 and in 2020 fiscal year, I know that it's a leap year. So I will not come and change this assignment. I will just go and change the fiscal year variant to be a year dependent variant at the end of or at the beginning of 2020, isn't it?
See, for the previous year, you will be closing the books of accounts. Fiscal year variant is assigned at company code level.
Yeah.
Right or wrong? At company code level only you will be assigning. So in that case, if you cannot change a fiscal year variant at company code level, then how does the system take? How does the system know? You will have to assign it at the company code level.
So will I assign a different fiscal year variant at the company code level?
Different fiscal year means, again, see, if you are taking a year dependent, okay, if you are differentiating, I am taking year dependent fiscal year and one more year independent fiscal year. Year independent, which is not a leap year, year dependent, which is a leap year. Now you can assign.
Okay, so basically create two. One is a year dependent and another is a year
Not
independent.
just two, depending upon the reporting requirements, so many fiscal years will be created in real time.
Okay, and depending on that year, actually, we can assign whichever one to the company code.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, got it.
Okay. Now, so fiscal year variant to company code is done. So next step is the field status variant. Field status variant OBC4. Now what do you mean by this field status variant? The name itself is saying field status means the status of the field. What do you mean by field? In SAP, wherever you can enter the data is called a field. Okay, so if you see SAP screen, this is called a field. This is called a field. This is called a field. But in this field, which is white in color, I am able to enter some data. In this field, which is blue in color, it cannot be changed. It is frozen. It cannot be changed. Okay. So that is the status of the field. Okay. In some fields, you can change the data. In some fields, you cannot change the data. Okay. So some determining factors are there defined in OBC4. So in OBC4, we are defining the status of the field. So I go to OBC4. Okay, now this is what I'm able to see in OBC4. In this, I copy the standard 1000. Configuration in 1000 company code is standard. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm copying. Why am I copying? Can't I create by myself? Even in real time also you're copying. But why? because let us see now why we are copying. Select it and say copy. Remove this name and give your own name. Field status variant and say enter. Whenever you are saying enter, some pop-up has come asking you to copy all or copy only entry. I say copy all. Okay, why? Because whatever is there in 1000 will be copied to my own field status variant. Now, how many entries were copied? 49 number of entries are copied. Now I save it. Now, which is the object that I have created? This is the object I created by copying, wherein 49 number of entries have been copied. Select it and go to this folder, field status group. Now, what are these field status groups? Field status groups are the ones that you will be assigning to the GL account master data. Okay. So, while making postings on the GL master data, depending upon the value that you select here, will be impacted. Okay, at the GL account, master level, whatever has been assigned, it will be impacted in the posting. So now, all these are the field status groups. Go to G001, double click, go to general data. Text field is there, no? Make it required. Required means mandatory. If you are not able to see it as required, suppose, like this, you are able to see, not able to see as required, make it required. So text field is made required. Other field statuses are optional and suppress. Optional means whether you enter it or not does not make any difference. Required means mandatory. You have to enter that particular field. Okay. And suppress means what? Suppress means it is hidden away. The field is hidden. So text field I made mandatory. Let me write here, text field mandatory. Fine. Now, how does SAP know that this is the field status variant for so-and-so company code? You will have to assign it again. Yeah, please tell me.
So Lavanya, we this G001 group was assigned originally to 1000 field status variant. Okay. Then what you did was...
it was already there. It was already there.
So what you did was you copied using 1000, you copied and created it into your field status variant DOR1.
Under my own field status variant.
So now when you are changing G001, it will not be changed on 1000, isn't it?
No, it won't, because, I have done it in the field status variant level. Okay.
Okay.
G001 got affected only in this.
DOR1. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay. So again, I need to tell SAP to assign the field status variant to company code in OBC 5. Position, give your company code, field status variant. Done. So you have assigned your company code. Okay, got it everyone? Okay, any questions still here, anyone?
Lavanya, Jaykumar here.
Yeah, Jaykumar, please tell me.
See, whatever you assigned to that particular company, that whether it is made it as a mandatory or suppress or optional, these are only applicable to a transactions, or whether it is applicable to that masters also if you select something master related? or only for a transaction related
Those are
stream?
assigned at the master data level.
Okay.
So, Lavanya, just correct me if I'm wrong. When you create any new GL account now, which is for this fiscal under this company code, if you create a new GL account, that will be using this fiscal year this field status variant.
Yeah, if it is assigned to that company.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get your question, please.
So, no, I just wanted to confirm that the behavior will be that if you now create a GL account under this company code, it will be using this field status variant and text field will be mandatory for that GL account.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Next concept is the posting period variant. Posting period variant. OBBO. Okay, so what do you mean by this posting period variant? Posting period variant means the variant which is helping in making the postings. Okay, so let us see. OBBO. Okay, OBBO you can see here. Now I say new entry. System is asking for some name. Just give the name, do nothing. Posting period variant. Okay, posting period variant. So we have just defined the name for the posting period. But what is contained in it? Let us see. Assign PPV, posting period variant to company code. Transaction code OBBP. OBBP position. Variant. What is the variant name? You can select from here.
It is on top. Lavanya, yes.
Yeah. Save it. That's it. So you define the posting period variant and you saved it, fine. But for what purpose have I created this posting period variant? In order to open or closing the posting period. So open, close, posting periods. OB52 is the transaction code. So let me go to OB52. Say new entries in OB52. Now what am I doing here? Variant name. What was the posting period variant name? Account type. Remember these names? Account type K means vendors. Account type D means customer. S means GL accounts. M means material. A means asset. Okay. So now select plus. Plus means all these it is including. Now if at all I am selecting specific to any vendor or any customer, system will ask you to limit. Okay, so that limit you are giving here. Okay, if at all you have any particularly one selected, you can give, otherwise not required. So it is applicable from which month and which year onwards. Valid from this date to this date onwards. Okay, for all these years. So now, how many opens will be, how many periods will be opened every month? Every month only the single period opening will be done. Every month single period opening will be done. Okay, now what do you mean by that? Single period opening. Suppose I am in the month of January. Okay, I am in the month of January. I am on 30th of Jan. Okay, so in this case, what am I doing? In this case, suppose, because I'm in the last working day of this month. For the next month, I'm opening the periods. Only 1 month at a time can be opened. Okay. 1 month opening will be done in real time, but this is IDS. Okay. So you can open up all the periods at the same time. Okay, 1/20/22, 12/20/20. That way also you can, all the periods you can open at a time. Now, from period to this period means what? The special periods. Okay, so these are the special periods. How many maximum number of special periods? We took 4 in number. Okay. (13, 14, 15, 16). Okay.
20,
Now
20,
same.
No, that year will be 2020, right?
Oh.
No, year.
The other one,
After last one.
Okay. So this way you are giving.
Lavanya,
Yes, tell me.
this from account and to account, what was the reason you didn't put it there? Like, I didn't understand that.
Then it
From
will be
account means from this one.
No, the previous field, from account and to account.
See this one, if at all I'm entering any account type here.
Okay.
Okay. If I give any assets, customers, vendors,
Okay.
accounts.
So then I should have, if at all I had selected any one of these, then I should give the same number range of that account, is it?
Yeah.
The number range I created for that GL account, I need to give that same here actually.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Lavanya Jaykumar here.
Yes, please tell me.
Can you just close this screen, that one which is LOV?
No, I'm not getting you.
That LOV which is opened here currently, can you just close? Then it will go to the main screen. Then I will ask. Yeah. Here, see, assume that if you are following that Indian accounting system or that April to March, in such scenario, that my from period will be 4 and my year will be 2019 and to period will be 3 and my year will be 2020. Am I correct?
No, I'm not getting. Can you please repeat, please?
See, I am asking that this is because we are following that calendar year, not that other accounting year other than that maybe US or UK geography. Assume that I am following the Indian standard. What we are following, our accounting year is start with April and end in March. Correct.
Okay.
Correct, na? Say April. See, assume that in this, please take this example. Now, assume that my financial year start with April 2019 and then end in 31st March 2020. Correct?
Okay.
In that such scenario, my from period will be that it will be 4 and year will be 2019 and to period will be 3 and my year will be 2020. Am I correct or not?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Then another one more thing just I want to ask you related to that. See, this is a accounting year, that period which we are defining, right?
Yes.
Closing and opening also, right?
Yes.
So now, is there any option that in the system, soft close and hard close kind of method? I will tell you what is soft close. Soft close is that, assume that if it is a soft close, that authorized person can open that particular accounting period. If we do a hard close, then there will not be any of that who are authorized person, even they will not be able to open. So then they have to contact that backend team, then they can open through the backend. That is only possible. Is there any something like that, hard close and soft close something?
No. Why backend team?
No. See, there are methods that soft close and hard close. Soft close is that the authorized person can open even if it is closed it. See, for example, every quarter after the audit, if they our finance team or the audit team, if they identified any of the entry, they have to pass any kind of adjustment entry or reversal entry. So then what they normally do, that authorized person, they have to open it through the system, that particular accounting period. So that there is an option that soft close. So that if it is done as soft close, then they can open it from their end. If it is hard close, then they will not be able to open at all. So in such scenario, then if there is something relevant and then they have to pass some kind of adjustment entry, then they have to approach only the backend team. Otherwise, it will not be possible.
No. Actually, in this case, I further need to know about this soft close and hard close. So I will just find this out and I will answer your query tomorrow. Is that okay?
That is fine. And then is there any assume that you said also that the year end everything is defined, and the other activity which I am going to tell, that is the post of this defined activity. Assume that if I am closing in that particular period, I am closing the particular period after passing all the financial entry. Is there any authorized person who can close the period? Then after the closing the period, then anybody can't make any kind of entries.
Anybody cannot
make any kind of accounting
of
entries
course, see,
into
for
that
authorization groups will be present.
Yeah. So
okay, for that purpose only you have this authorization group.
Correct.
Okay. So now we save this.
And also, Jaykumar, I think in generally in the live system, so this is the reason she has put, Lavanya has put 1 to 12, or in your case, you would be putting 3 to...
4 to 2019 and 3 to 220.
Correct.
2020.
The reason you will be putting all the periods is because you want all the periods to be open in your development system or test systems.
No, this is not the opening at all. This is that accounting period which we are defining for that particular company.
Oh, no. The reason for this configuration setting is that we are telling the system that at any given point in time, all these periods are open.
Correct. Then only you will be able to make an entry. Correct.
But in the live system, at any given point in time, only one period is open in a month.
I don't think so. How it would be in a SAP? Normally, when we define that, we will always define that 12 period at the beginning itself.
No, periods are defined, but
which it is not like that. Only one period will be opened at a time.
Okay.
And before you open the next period, the current period has to be closed, and the month-end process should have already been done.
But you are Lavanya, you are saying month-end processing and month closing both are mandatory in for opening the next period.
Yes.
In as SAP.
Yes, yes. After doing that only, you are supposed to be closing this.
No, that is maybe the practical scenario. That is normally in the process. I am asking that. What about in the system?
In the system as well.
No. Just I want to know that, because see, in our ERP, it is that we can define that entire period at the beginning of the financial year, if you want. Otherwise, we can do it that as whenever we need also. There is no issue at all. But it is not mandatory that you have to do that month-end processing and month-end closing to do that activity. That I am saying.
So the reason
But
I'll tell you.
in SAP, it is mandatory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood.
The reason, Jayakumar, we do that is because, we do not want the figures of the previous months or previous periods to be changed while we are working on the current period. So that is why only one period is open at a given point in time in live system.
Normal, see, just I want to give you one scenario that, Lavanya, sorry to stop you that in between. Because in quarterly, normally in that every quarter that they will do that, even they are closing that soft close, as I said, that soft close and hard close. Normally quarterly that one will do that the entire closing of that particular the 3 months together. Otherwise, see, after that auditing, each and every quarter that auditor will come and they will do that auditing. So that time, after that entire audit only, they will close that or they will block that particular period to avoid any kind of backdated entries, because it is already published in a system, or it is already published to all other stakeholders. This is that Q1 or Q2 or Q3 or Q4 balance sheet or P&L. So every month it is not mandatory. It is mandatory that quarterly that they will close it everything.
No,
After closing that, they will not touch it.
mandatory for each and every month.
Okay.
And the special period postings is done only at the time of audit end year end.
I think that SAP is given a provision that for that special period, which is that normally saying that is that number of periods divided by the 3, right? 4 quarters.
Yeah.
So that becomes 4. That even if somebody want, I think so. I'm not sure that, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. So every quarterly audit, after every quarterly audit, then if they identified that auditor, they have to pass some kind of adjustment entry. Then they cannot use it. You are saying always only at the end of that financial period, right?
No, actually, sometimes it is getting lost.
No, I'm asking that whatever the special period, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but special period concept itself is coming at the year end.
Only at the year end.
Only at the year end.
Yeah, we cannot use it in between.
Not at all.
I'm saying that in between is in the sense of.
Between, why do you have to use in between?
No. After the quarterly closing. After a quarterly closing, we cannot. Normally that one will not use that short period,
closing,
right?
But here I am using a concept saying that year-end closing.
After that only.
Okay. So during the year-end closing, once I give all my books of accounts to my auditor is asking me to post some adjustment
entries. Correct.
Then I will be doing 2 special periods.
That is only at the big end of the year, not in between.
Yeah. Not in between.
Okay,
I never saw that, these are posted in between.
Yeah, understood.
Sorry, Lavanya.
Yeah, louder, please, louder.
Yeah, sorry, Lavanya. I just wanted to ask you, Jayakumar and Santosh, you ask you so many questions and we don't know anything, so we just like lost. So I hope you guys. Yeah,
I think that may be some kind of value things which you will also get some additional information, because what we want to do, we want to get some more clarity from Lavanya. It will be clear our doubts also. That's why.
Yeah.
Rather than putting in a separate post, that may not be that that you will not be able to get that clear details. So I think it will be helpful as per me.
Yeah, that I understand, but we don't know anything too much about SAP.
So, no, we are not talking about the SAP. We are talking about the general practice in accounts.
Okay.
So I think these are really useful things which they are discussing.
Yeah, and I think, the idea is whatever questions I think, Jayakumar, at least for me, I'm finding it very useful. The reason is these are practical problems that we will face on a day-to-day basis whenever we are implementing SAP. And if we know how to use the system or how to configure the system as a consultant in those practical scenarios, then I think that will make us a good consultant.
Yeah, correct. Absolutely.
Otherwise, if other participants are not finding it comfortable, then we shall do this way. Jayakumar, we can after the entire class is over, we can discuss.
No problem. So that they can.
Okay, that way would also work fine.
Yeah, I don't have a problem that whoever is having a doubts in each and every area, they can hold whatever their queries.
No, this is quite a normal scenario that I see in any batch. Okay, few students are already aware of and they will be asking many questions. Okay, and few are the ones who do not know anything about SAP. Okay, so they get confused when others are asking questions. So thing is, we can do this way.
No
At
problem.
the end of the session, we can discuss.
If they are not comfortable that in between, so that we will ask whatever the queries, whatever it is in detail we want, we will do it at the end of the session. There is no issue. But what I am saying that we are not asking anything related to SAP.
That
it is related
I know.
to that
I
general
know.
accounts.
Yeah, that you and I know. Okay,
Yeah,
but participants who are new to SAP, they do not know that.
But it will be useful for them also. I don't have a problem that I will
Definitely. So that's the reason why I'm not saying not to ask.
No.
That we will be hold at the end of the session.
No problem. No problem.
Laban, I have a question.
Radhika, is that fine with you?
It's fine. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I hope you guys don't mind because this is my thing. So we don't know.
Yes, Radhika, I cannot hear you at all.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Tell me.
Hello?
Tell me, please.
Yeah, so this is that's why I said, please, guys, I hope you guys don't mind because we don't know. We're just lost. So that's fine. Yep.
Okay, fine. Yeah, next question. Somebody was asking something.
Yeah, it's me, Dorothy. I realized that I was sent an email about the server that we can use to practice. I wanted to find out when are we going to start the practice, or we have to do it on our own?
Have you not got the server access yet?
Not yet.
Nobody has got.
No.
I have the email. I just saw the email saying that I've been given the server, something like that. I have not, sign in or open it or anything.
Wait a moment. No, actually, you should have been given.
Lavanya,
Yeah,
Lavanya, I have got the access and I've even logged in and checked all the settings, everything actually.
When, Santosh, you received today?
Yesterday I got the email from the support team.
Yes, I also received it, I think today.
What is that email that you all have got?
Oh, they gave me the user ID, password, the IP address of the server, and they also gave me the steps of what to do actually. And I just followed those steps in the email and I could connect to the server.
You're able to connect to the server?
Yes, I am able to. And I even checked all the settings that we made as part of our previous classes. So yeah, it's all okay.
Okay. So whosoever did not get the server access?
I'm not received, I think, because I have to check it that today's evening mail.
Okay, so just a moment. Server team, support team is on the session. Support team, are you there? Support team, are you there in the session?
Yes, Lavanya.
You're there, right? See, a few of the participants have not got the server access.
Okay. Can you just confirm, who all there?
See here, I am Jaykumar here. I think I am not received a server access. Can you just check it? And if you send any mail, can you just tell me what time and when?
Sure, Jaykumar, let me check on that. If you have, server support, if you just can you just reply for that? If not,
even I sent one mail also to the support team. I'm not received any mail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me check on that. By today, like we'll check and we'll confirm you with you.
No problem.
Yeah.
See, there are two things. One is that the server access, and another thing is that I just mentioned. I just sent one mail also. Please
Okay.
check it and reply to that also.
Yeah, sure. I'll check that.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Now, anybody else? See, this is from my side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jaykumar.
Yeah, see, I am saying that from my side that whatever I supposed to get it, the access and the other reply. So I said it. Now, any other participants? So let them also tell that if there is somebody is also not received.
Yeah. So please let support team know this. Everyone, whosoever has not got the server access yet.
Lavana, I as I said, I have received mine, but I haven't go through it. But my question has not been answered. My question is, are we going to practice start using the server, practice it together, or we have to do it on our own?
Do what on your own?
The server, because I quite remember last week you said we'll practice it together so that we'll get acquainted to the server.
No, have you
So I wanted
configured
to find out.
Have you configured server in your remote desktop?
No, not yet. I just saw it this morning. So
No, but steps are there. I mean, they have mentioned they have given the steps how to configure the server.
No, Lavanya.
Yeah.
So basically, I did that. I just configured and in my desktop. So my question is, I need to practice or do I?
Yeah, that is what I'm asking. Do we have to practice on our own?
Right. See, we have already started organization structure.
That you can practice it.
Yeah.
So that means you will have to. You need to start off.
Dorothy, I think whatever transactions Lavanya has shown, you will have to go and create your own company code, all the other things. And wherever you get stuck, you need to just ask Lavanya so she can help you out.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, Dorothy.
Yeah, got it.
Any other questions, anyone? Okay, so now we can go ahead. So we were doing opening or closing of the posting periods in OB52. Okay, so what we did here, we have opened the posting period. So please remember, in SAP, we commonly open one or a single period at a time. So suppose, it will be like this, 1 to 1. That means I'm in January. So before I go to Feb, what will I be doing? I will be closing this, one. That means I will be doing all the month-end activities related to January. Okay, all month-end activities. So what are these month-end activities? Like, foreign currency revaluation is a month-end activity. Execution of an ABS file is a month-end activity. And interest calculations is a month-end activity. So whichever is month-end activity, I'll be performing before I do closing of this month. Okay, next what will I be doing? I'll be saying like this. So I have opened only February. Okay, so usually one single period is opened at a time.
Lavanya?
Yeah.
Can you tell us what is the month-end activities generally in a business?
That we will be discussing in the further sessions is all about that only.
Okay, no problems.
Okay, all the coming sessions are about that only.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and these 13 to 16 are the special periods. Special periods, the concept will come into picture after the entire year-end closing is done. That means even December is also closed. So after December, what you will be doing? You'll be giving your books of accounts to your auditor. So at that point of time, when your books of accounts are with your auditor, you're not supposed to be disturbing. Okay, your posting period. So in that case, if I have any adjustment postings to be made, then it will be done to the special periods only. Why 4 number of special periods? Let me tell you. Why 4 number means one type of adjustments entries in one special period. Another type of adjustment entries, one more special period. So depending upon the type of them, we are posting onto the special periods. Okay. And I do not want to disturb my books of accounts. Okay, I do not want to disturb the opening or closing of the posting period. I will be creating one authorization group, putting only those persons who can access this particular transaction code in that role. Okay, and I will be giving some authorization group name. So only whosoever is there in that role, will be able to access this particular transaction. Others won't be able to.
So Lavanya, a quick question on the special periods. Period 13 to 16. So say if my periods are calendar year 1 to 12, okay, and the accounts and all are closed and given to the auditors, are we saying that they have to come back to us in 4 months' time? Only those entries can be adjusted. I mean, like anything that they come back.
But how many months do you think they will be taking?
They should come back, but I'm saying, like, if they come back after that, is there no way for us to post the entries?
Actually, that will be the limit, right? See, if I'm supposed to file the tax returns, will I be having some time limit or not?
Yes, we will have time limits.
More than that, I cannot take.
Santosh,
okay.
Santosh, just I want to say that normally after completion of that entire entries, then after passing to the auditor, based on the auditor auditings, they will identify some of the entries and then they will do the first cut that they will use it in this scenario 13. And then they will verify everything. And after that, again, they will see if there is some more entry which are to be passed. So then they will use it each and every entry as per their requirement. Otherwise, that normally 1 or 2 they will use it, as per my understanding. So that once everything is over, then we can go for publishing that entire account statement.
Okay.
And also that here there is one main thing which we need to take care that whatever that entry is related to the special period, that is only we can do it at the end of that last month of the financial year. Yeah. For example, in this scenario, only we can do is either the December or 31st December. That would be the document date which we can consider only. We cannot make any kind of
like this
backdated entry.
Posted. So let me just tell you.
Yeah.
It is F-02, suppose the posting I'm making. So it has to be like the last working day.
Correct.
Okay, company code. The period has to be 13.
13, correct.
Otherwise 14 or 15 or 16. But the last working day should be there.
So Lavanya, you're saying that the document date has to be always the last working days of the
correct. Absolutely right. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that am I right in understanding that the document date is basically signifying the year for which this transaction is being posted?
Yes, the relevant year.
Relevant year, yeah.
Anya, you posted the date 31/12/2020. If I'm like,
the 2020 I should have given.
Yeah, that I know. The document date is the last year, right? So the posting date, why don't we put today date instead of putting the both is like December?
No, today posting date. What is the date I have to give?
Like, why don't we put today? Yeah, 7th of March. Why we are putting the December like this year?
No, but do you think in March I will be doing this entry? Not at all, right? Only in the month of December I am doing this. Suppose I'm in the month of December. Okay, December 31st is over. Okay, then I'm coming across these special periods. Not in the month of March at all.
No, Lavanya,
but
I think she has a question, isn't it, Lavanya? I think if we go by the example which Jaykumar said, first cut is over. So first cut entries will be done in the month of January.
Even then you have to give 2020 only. Because this entire transaction belongs to 2020 only.
Yeah, but that is the document date. Posting date has to be always the system date on which you're doing it, isn't it?
Yeah, can be.
No. Posting date means it has to affect the GL.
Correct.
Yeah.
But even though for a GL, it will consider only the document date when we are drawing or when we are pulling out all the financial statement, right?
So let me just make a posting for you.
It has to impact that fiscal year 2020.
Let me make a posting for you.
I think company we have.
Just give me a moment. Let me make a posting. So I posted on which GL account? On salary GL account. On cash. I go to FBL3N, not FBL3N, FS10N. Okay. So which special period I have taken,
14.
it has to show
18.
into that one only. So this is relevant to this year in 2020.
No, I agree.
Okay, but I think they wanted to find out if today's date, let's say you posted it today, it's supposed to come as 3/7.
Today's date means, no, tell me the date. Tell me the entire date. Today's date means what? Date means
March
what?
7. March 7.
March
today,
7, which year?
2020.
2020. So how come that March 7 is not showing?
Lavanya. So Lavanya, I think it is the example that we are taking that's confusing you. So where we are coming from is, if it was 2019 as the financial year, and the year is closed as of 31st of 12, 2019. And
No,
I am
you're
on
taking a calendar year. You're taking a calendar year.
Yes.
No, so that is the year from our financial year is the same as the calendar year, let's assume, yeah, for that country.
No,
wherever we are doing.
financial year is a calendar year, January to December. Fine.
Correct.
So which
Correct.
is that? 2019.
2019.
Okay,
And
fine.
I am basically closed all my accounts. Now it's with the auditors, and they come back and tell me that.
No. So closing all the books of accounts does not mean that. So if you close, then you will not be able to give the document date as 2020. I mean,
No, I will be
2020.
giving the document date as 2019.
Document date will be always 31st December 2019.
Correct.
But what they are saying that their posting date would be today's date.
Correct. Because the idea is the posting date is telling us which day we made the posting.
Yeah,
that
so
is
we can't
entry
find
date.
the day we posted.
Which date we made the posting is entry date, not posting date.
Oh, okay.
Which date we made the posting is, see, 3 dates are there in SAP. Document date, posting date, and entry date. 3 dates are there. So if you go to BKPF table, SE11, BKPF table display, you will be able to see in this table. NAT2, let me give. I say systems user parameters. Let me just show you. Entry date.
That is nothing but a creation date.
Posting date. Document
Okay, you'll be
date.
able to find it here. Okay.
Okay. So 3 dates
Yeah,
are
got
there.
it.
You see document date, posting date, entry date. 3 dates.
Entry date is nothing but a creation date.
System date. Today's date.
That is nothing
When
but a
I'm
created.
entering that document is
That is
entry date.
Yeah, it's a creation kind of date. Today is created, then today's date it will show.
Yeah.
So Lavanya, so we have to go to the company code NA2 and then we have to go to the BKPF, the database table. Then we can see all the things like that.
All this, yes.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Lavanya.
But I'm thinking that because this is a general ledger, that is why we are not able to see the actual date. Do you guys get the point?
Lavanya.
Tell me, please.
If you double click on that 5,000 on the debit column, on the 5,000 on the debit column.
Well, one moment. Yeah.
If you go back one step.
This is credit I think is taken.
Yeah, if you double click on that, if you now double click on that document, the assignment, so here as well it should be able to show us the entry date, isn't it? If you come down,
these are line items. No, these are line items. Line item.
This is ledger to the die book kind of
See,
here as well.
No. Let me tell you. We are veering off the topic. I'll tell you what. What is a line item? What is a header? That I will be telling you in the coming topics. No.
Okay.
All this will be discussed in the coming topics. That BKPF, what is that? I will be telling you. This is BSEG. This whatever I'm showing you, this screen does not belong to BKPF. This is BSEG. Line item display. Report is BSEG. BKPF, whatever I've shown you just now, is a different thing. Okay. So all this, I will be telling you. In the coming topics, I will be telling.
Lavanya, one more simple one thing, and see, you considered that document date is 31/12/2020, right? Now the system will allow the future date transactions.
But why do you have to post the future dated transaction? See, now, I'm in the January.
Consider this
February,
scenario.
I will not be able to post. I shouldn't be posting.
Correct. No, correct. I am saying that whatever the scenario you taken it, the document date there you considered as a 31/12/2020. Now today is 7/3/2020. Correct.
But I have opened all the periods, no?
Again,
in IDS, I said
I agreed, totally agreed. Even though the system, whether it will allow that any kind of entries for the future date, in the future date.
It has allowed me just now, no?
No, allowed me. I'm saying in a SAP, is there any control whether I can pass the future date entry or not? Is there anything?
It is dependent on the opening or closing of the posting period.
There is no other the control at a transaction type level.
No other.
Okay, clear.
Not in standard, but probably we can build something.
No, that was there in our ERP. That's why you just asked that whether it is there or not. Okay, understood.
Okay, so any other questions, anyone?
Here I think it's over, and we can go back to the previous session, whatever you.
Yeah. Tell me.
Now there is one more thing that I just want to ask, that assume that if we enable that workflow authorization.
Which authorization?
Assume that in one particular document, for example, there is a payment to the vendor. I am enabling some kind of workflow, nothing but authorization level. So where there may be 3 or 4 levels of approval has to be taken. So at the end of that final approval, the system will consider also that approval or authorization date also.
See, which ERP you are referring to?
Sorry?
Which ERP you are referring to when comparing this?
As I said, that is one of that product called ORION, ORION. It is
okay, that could be. But in SAP, what all functions are there, I'm telling. What all processes are there, I'm telling. So everything cannot be compared, right?
No, that I understood, but I am just forgetting that there is any possibility that if we define that workflow at the time of workflow, that if after completion of that entire workflow, there will be an approval date also. I'm just asking, is it available there?
Workflow, when it comes to SAP, will be done by technical.
Okay.
For workflow, there is a separate consultant. But in functional consultant is doing some park documents wherein we are following some workflow. Okay, but not entirely technical.
Okay.
A bit of workflow, but not entirely.
Okay.
In SAP, we have differentiation. FICO person is doing something. Technical person is doing something. person is doing something. SD person is doing something.
Even that I am saying that workflow is not a part of technical. It's a part
but
of
it is handled by the technical person. Okay, it is treated as a separate module. Not module, it is technical thing. ABAPer is a technical person. Of course, he works on all the modules. He helps person, he helps SD, he helps HRMS and FI and CO. But finally, he is a technical person.
We will see in our coming session that if there is something we will discuss.
That is what. Don't compare again.
Okay.
This is SAP. Okay, so any other questions, anyone? Anything you want me to explain, anyone? You want me to explain one more time, anything? Yeah, one more thing. Please don't give your WhatsApp because I'm not supposed to be communicating with any of the participants on WhatsApp. Okay, only through discussion board I'm supposed to be communicating because it is against the rule. Okay, there is some agreement between me and Zarantech saying that I'm not supposed to be communicating with the participants directly. But definitely, if you want to talk to me, you can take support from the support team. They will be putting me in conference with you. Okay, you need not give all this because with no batch, I was on WhatsApp. Okay, so definitely I'm available all the time till the batch is there. I'm available all the time on the discussion board in the same blog. Okay, because it is against the rule. Okay, you can please check with support team. See, if you want to talk to me on WhatsApp, please check with support team first. Okay, if they are okay, then definitely I can.
Yeah. I think the WhatsApp group that the other guy was doing was for just the students. I don't think you are included in it.
No, I didn't get you.
I'm saying that the WhatsApp group that they wanted to create, it was just for the students, so you are not part of it.
Okay, if it is just for students, then then your wish, not a problem. Your wish. Okay. So any other? Yeah, tell me.
I didn't hear that. You were saying like as your wish. Is it? I was wrong somewhere.
No, you're not at all audible, Radhika.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
So did you say something? Because I was not there that time, so maybe.
When?
All I understand, you said this is all your wish, so I didn't understand actually.
No, Radhika, your voice is not clear. Is it only me that I'm not able to hear her?
See, Radhika, that Lavanya was saying that there was an agreement with that Sarantech. She will not be able to communicate through WhatsApp to any of the participants.
Directly. I'm saying
Directly.
direct communication.
Correct.
Personal. Okay. Personally, I cannot.
Oh, okay.
On discussion board, yes, I can definitely.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We can, if we have any question, we can just write on the discussion board.
Yeah,
Then
you write on the discussion board, I will answer.
Sure. Okay.
You call me, I will answer, but through support team from Zarantech.
Yeah, that I know. That I understand.
But
Okay.
if anybody has any questions, use the discussion board so that if it will be a chance for others to also learn.
Correct.
and
Yes,
understand.
exactly. Exactly. Okay, so any questions, anyone? Anything that you did not understand or anything you want me to explain one more time?
Lavanya, that as a part of that organization structure, you said there are some 20 items which we have to finish it, right?
Mm.
How many we completed and how many are there now? So once we, I get access also, so that we can take it as stock as of now.
See, how many we completed? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, if you take
5,
it as a content, course content, then you will
6,
get it a clear
7,
idea.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 only we completed.
Now 4 more are there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So Lavanya, in our course content, right? In that, where are we, Lavanya, at the moment?
Okay, I've opened up the course content. Everybody is able to see, right?
Yeah. Correct.
So we are done with all this.
Okay.
And we are here. Assignment, TOEFL,
Yeah,
status,
Okay,
variance, the
super.
company
Yeah.
code.
That's
Please
really
do that.
helpful. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other thing, anyone? Okay, so if no questions, I think we can wind up because here it is already 11.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
We can.
So we shall meet at the same time tomorrow.
Tomorrow is 8
Lavanya,
o'clock,
tomorrow
right?
is early class, isn't it?
Exactly. Not the same time. Sorry. According to the the schedule only.
8 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
I think it was mentioned 8 o'clock.
8 p.m. IST in India.
Yeah.
8 p.m. IST.
Okay. So it is.
Okay, I do not know what is the CST.
So it is. I think what they said in the email was it is 1 hour 30 minutes earlier actually. So wherever you are, I think it is 1 hour 30 minutes earlier from the usual schedule.
That was the confusion that today it's happened to me. Because of that, I thought it was 9:30. Then it's 1 hour 30 minutes 8 o'clock. So that's why I started at 9:30.
Okay. So it's 8 o'clock IST. Yeah. So I think we'll. Yeah.
Okay then. Good night.
Fine then. Thanks a lot, everyone. So
Thank you so much,
tomorrow
Lavanya.
we'll